It currently looks like a likely possibility that Damascus could fall. And when Damascus falls, the government, Assad and the rest of the government, will be fleeing to the one place in Syria which has withstood the offensive, and that's the coastline where the Alawites live. And of course, that Assad is an Alawite, so if Damascus falls, everything falls because the army wouldn't fight. It's the militias who are doing the fighting, and I presume there's a lot of militias there. So, this is also where Russia has their naval base. And for centuries, Russia fought very hard to get a naval base, and they finally got a naval base in Syria. But right now, it looks possible that that naval base will fall. Because if the rest of Syria falls, and it's just Assad and his loyalists camped out on the coast defending their country, what that remains, then I'm sure the opposition will try and attack, and it's not certain. So what Russia needs is 10,000 good fighters, a force, at least 10,000, a force that could do good battle. And Russia did have that force a while ago. It was Wagner. Of course, now Wagner, they've been reduced to like just a small mercenary group doing Russia's stuff in Africa. Of course, we all know they're racing up ambush. Now, of course, the problem is they did do it. There was friction, and then Wagner did a mutiny, and then Wagner backed down, and then Russia killed off Prigozhin and Utkin. Now, of course, I do think Russia should have got rid of Prigozhin and maybe Utkin, but I don't think they should have killed them. I don't think they should have betrayed Wagner when Wagner did the deal with Wagner. I think they should have just arrested them and installed Russian loyal leadership into Wagner and kept them around as a serious fighting force. So that way, now that we have the problem in Syria, Russia would have like 10,000 people in there. What they can do is they can transport Wagner to Syria, and Syria can defend the coasts. And so that way Russia can keep their naval port, because if the rest of Syria falls, there's only a matter of time before the Turkish-backed groups try and take the coast. So I think it's very, very, very bad situation in Syria, and I think it's a disaster for the Russian Empire. Of course, during the war in the Ukraine, all of Russia's imperial possession, the Russians have been humiliated because they can't do military interventions, which means all their allies are easy pickings. So we saw that when Turkey took over Nagorno-Karabakh, and now we're seeing it when Turkey's taken over Syria. So I think I think that is all. Don't have much more to say except that is all.